Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on flipping. Flipping about a line is similar to reflection in a mirror. That is why we say that when an object is reflected, it is similar to the object looking at itself in the mirror. The flipped object is a mirror image of the original object. So let's look at some examples. The above triangle is flipped about the line. So this original triangle here, imagine that's a mirror. If it looks at itself in the mirror, that's what it sees on the other side. Okay? So that's what flipping is all about. If you find it difficult to understand, just think of the object looking at itself in the mirror. Here we have a heart looking at itself in the mirror, and that's what we have here. Okay? Mirror images. That's an example of flipping. Same with the P. The P is flipped about that line there, and here that's what we have. Say that's the original, and that's the flipped image. It is easy to see how each of the above shapes are mirror images of each other. The same applies for the shapes below. So if this original person here, looking at himself or herself in the mirror, and that's what we see on the other side. So they are flipped images. So just keep thinking of the mirror, and you'll find that a little bit easier to understand this whole idea. Flipping in real life. Look at that cat looking at itself in the mirror. Perfect example of flipping. The iceberg. That's beautiful clear water here. So see how the iceberg is flipped, reflected, mirror image. They all mean the same thing. Exactly the same with a swan floating on that clear pond or clear water. You can see the flipping action there. And the same with this little bottle, possibly perfume, looking at itself in the mirror both there and there. You can see the flipped images. Flip each of the following shapes in the given line. So this shape here, what would you see on this side if you flip this shape across? Remember, flipping means that this shape is looking at itself in this mirror. What does it see on that side? Same for this shape, same for the letter C, the letter R, and this triangle. So I'll give you 10 seconds to think about that. Now you can pause this little slide if you want, so you can have a time to draw each of those 5 shapes, and I'll have the answer on the next slide. So I'll just give you 10 seconds. Okay, here we go. These are the answers. So these are the original shapes and the flipped images. Okay, so the flipping occurs across there, and that flipping goes that way. That flipping has gone that way. That's gone that way. And that flipping's gone that way. So remember, think of flipping as an object looking at itself in the mirror. What does it see on the other side? So this example presented in these videos, in this particular video, all these examples, a great example of flipping, which is the same as the object looking at itself in the mirror. So we can also use the term mirror image.